Hi friends. This week we are going to continue talking about prayer. Remember, prayer is time that you spend with God. It's time you can spend talking to God. It's time you can spend listening for God. It's time that you can just be with God, noticing that God is all around you. So to continue our conversation about prayer, I have a book that I would like to share with you. This book is called There's No Wrong Way to Pray. The author is Rebecca Ninke and her 10-year-old daughter, Kate Watson. Our book is illustrated by Liam Darcy, and it is read with permission of the publisher, Beaming Books. There's no wrong way to pray. When I pray, I talk to God. I tell God about my goldfish, living or floating. I pray for the kids at school, even the naughty ones, especially the naughty ones who sit by me. I pray when I'm afraid. When an ambulance goes by with lights on, I pray for whoever is waiting for it to arrive. I pray before I eat, unless I'm really hungry. Then I pray after I eat. Sometimes I pray when I'm in the bathroom, especially if I forgot a book. I'll even pray when I'm riding my bike or rollerblading, especially when I'm going downhill. I pray when I'm doing my chores, even when I'm picking up dog poop. I hope God doesn't mind. I pray for my dog because he can't go to church. If he did, he'd run around and knock over the candles and eat the communion wafers. I pray for my cat, but she just stares at me. I tried to play baptism with her once, but then I had to pray for my scratches to heal. I pray for people I don't know, the ones I hear about on the news. I pray for people who live where life is hard. And it helps me remember it's no biggie when the Wi-Fi is out or my brother eats my Halloween candy. I used to pray that my team would win, but then I wondered if the other team prayed for that too. That must put God in a difficult situation. Now I just pray that no one gets hurt. I pray for my family and my grandma in heaven. I wonder if God nods her way when I do. And then she smiles. I pray for weird stuff sometimes. The bug I accidentally stepped on, who wasn't looking so good later. The kid at the store who was having a tantrum. The teenager with purple hair and a nose ring. My mom prays for his mom too. I pray for the whole earth and all the animals living on it. I pray for places I've never seen, people I've never met. I like to think they pray for me too. Sometimes I pray for things that are more like wishes. Once I prayed I would get a unicorn for Christmas. My mom prayed that her eyes wouldn't get stuck that way. Then we forgot to pray for a while because we were laughing so hard. I bet God was laughing too. Nighttime is my best time to pray. It's dark and my mom is sitting beside me. My dog is on the floor, focused on loud personal hygiene. My cat is on the bed, snoring. My mom and I end our prayers the same way most nights. Give all the children food to eat, a place to sleep, and someone to love and protect them. Amen. When I pray, I talk to God, wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, whoever I'm with. I used to believe there was only one right way to pray, but now I think there's no wrong way to pray. The end. I agree with our author. I think that there is no wrong way to pray. I wonder what ways you like to pray. I wonder if this book showed you some new ways to pray that you hadn't thought of before. This coming week, I hope you think about talking to God and listening to God. In the mail, you received an envelope that has some white strips of paper with little sticky tape on them. So you can spend some time writing or drawing some things on these pieces of paper. You may need to use permanent markers so they don't smear, but I want you to put things on these little pieces of paper that remind you of things that you'd like to pray for or people you'd like to pray for. And then after you're done putting those on the paper, you can remove the little sticky tab and put it around your wrist like a bracelet. And you can wear it as long as it stays on as reminders of ways that you can pray. I hope you all have a good week. I look forward to seeing you again soon.